Left him in the car. What's up, Tensor Extension? You're having a lovely night or a lovely bishop.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sub Sunday.
It's
It's Pat and Ben. Make sure this is turned off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
$7.57. That's good timing.
Indeed.
Ooh, thanks, Osh9999 and PW Siegel for subscribing.
That doesn't help. Bummer. I thought that would help. How many games today? I actually didn't count. We got quite a few though.
About
'cause,
12.
yeah, we're looking at last week's game as well. What's up, Grandmaster Gus?
Your go got more than my go from Grandmaster Gus. Yours was in all caps.
Nice. We take that.
I turned both of the heaters on, so
Okay.
people might hear annoying background noise. But we won't be cold.
Okay.
Thanks, S.J. McFarland, for 100 bits. Starting the hype train.
Thanks, S.J. McFarland. Have you thought about what a new sub badge would be since you don't drink Perrier anymore?
Nah, that's a Karen job.
Gotcha.
Perrier's still okay. Ooh, Grandmaster Gus gifted a sub to
Thanks,
S.J.
Grandmaster Gus.
McFarland.
Hype train.
So who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl next week?
I think it's going to be close, but probably. I really can't say. I think Seattle.
Yeah, I also think Seattle.
What's up, Rainbow Teddy?
Karen just played in Orlando at the U.S. Amateur Team South, and Karen got 2 wins and 3 losses, no draws, and they're driving home now, and I'm guessing Karen will get home about 2 a.m.
It's a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, I think so, maybe more.
What's up, Mango Loggin? Welcome to the stream.
IHS TV. It's Ben and Pat, and Pat and Ben.
I guess I could just.
Any hot takes on Tata Steel? Yeah, Uzbekistan's pretty good.
They are really good. Tough country.
Arjun had a really bad tournament. It's one of Arjun's worst tournaments.
If they take the toll roads, it's 6.5 hours. That's what Apple Maps is telling me.
Ivanchuk almost won the B group, but Andy Woodward won. They both won their last round.
Did they play?
No,
No.
because they both won their last round.
Okay.
So they couldn't have played
Gotcha.
because they can't beat each other. When they did play in the tournament, Ivanchuk won.
I
It
didn't.
was the only game
Yeah.
Andy Woodward lost.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, did they play at all in the tournament?
Yeah, it's a round robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody plays
Okay.
everybody. Okay, we can start.
Okay.
It's after 8.
All right. So our first game is from Grandmaster Gus. Some of these games are going to be from last week, so we do have some resubmits, and some people submitted twice because we didn't get to stream last week. So Grandmaster Gus writes, "Hi Ben and Pat, this was a 90-10 OTB game from last Thursday, or 2 Thursdays ago now. Played an English attack type setup against the classical Sicilian. I was able to open attacking lines with the Pawn Storm and a Peace Sack to convert the win." Okay. So this was played just a couple of weeks ago. Alright, let's take a look here. It's a classical Sicilian.
This is all my games with Gus.
F3. F3 is okay. It's E5 is the most testing line here for black. Played A6. Transposing into a weird Najdorf. I call it a weird Najdorf because in the Najdorf, the knight doesn't usually deploy to C6. It usually goes to D7. At least from what I know about the Najdorf. But it's slightly inaccurate for black. Bishop E3 is good. And a lot of times for black in these sorts of setups, H5 is highly recommended by the engine because you want to thwart this G4, H4 pawn storm. H5 kind of challenges that idea a little bit. It's obvious white's going to castle queenside, so G4, H4 is very...
Thanks, Mango Lockin,
Very
for
standard.
subscribing.
Thanks, Mango Lockin. Okay, but black's not playing the most testing moves. He's just developing his pieces, which is fine. Yeah, here comes G4. This is all good. Always play King B1. H4 is good. Knight A4 is good. Or sorry, Knight A4 is good. Knight A4 was a little bit better than Knight E2, but Knight E2 is fine. B3 is kind of... It's not the most sound pawn sacrifice. Yeah, A takes B3 is good. E5 seems like an inconsistent follow-up. Yeah, white's just up a pawn here. King's side storm is coming really quickly, and this is a weak D5 square.
I texted Archer we can go to Duncan in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Auto-corrected.
So what?
That's why I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Because it's funny. What would be funny?
I have an idea.
Dublin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can go to Dublin.
Nice. What's up, Roof Me? Grandmaster Gus says he was hoping for C takes B3, knight takes E4. I'm curious. Yeah, yeah, okay, that's playable. The idea is takes and forking the rook here in the corner. Seems like a weird thing to hope for. Like, you're not gonna play C takes B3. Okay. Back to where we were. Knight c3 is good. c7 is good. Bishop c4 is good. This is all fine.
Wait, what about d5? That's legal? Black played d5.
Yeah, it's not a good move.
Oh, because you didn't say nothing. I thought.
It's just not a good move.
Yeah. That looks like it just loses a pawn.
Yeah. He sacked a pawn earlier.
Oh, so he's just
hoping for
giving
this.
pawns
Yeah,
away and he's not getting anything for it.
Yeah.
It's like white has compensation for the 2 pawns.
Yeah, Gus is too good. He's finding all the correct moves and crushing his opponent. Queen g5, excellent.
What's black's rating? Gus can answer in the chat.
Yeah, Gus will have to answer that question. Yeah, black's just completely lost here. He's borderline getting mated.
1200.
1200, yeah.
Man, the truth hurts.
Good move. h6 is good.
Gus looks like a super grandmaster against 1200.
Yeah, this is all very clinical.
God
And
damn.
And then he promoted to a rook, which is funny.
Wait, how did you get a 3rd rook? Where'd you get that from? Wait, Mango Lock-in gifted 3 subs.
Thanks, Mango.
That's almost as good as promoting to a rook with mate.
Grandmaster Gus, did you have to ask the arbiter for a rook?
Let's see if Pat's paying attention. This is a tough one.
Okay.
How come white should have promoted to a bishop? How come?
In the,
If anybody in the chat can get it, answer in the chat. How come he should have... That's right. Grandmaster Gus got it. Always play bishop f8.
I didn't think about
Then
that.
both sides have the 2 bishops.
I was like, it wins a queen.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it wins the queen.
Good job, Gus. I have no complaints about any of your moves.
Somebody texted me?
You basically played perfect. I would estimate your accuracy was like 94 to 95 or even higher. It was super good.
Yeah, Gus always plays f3 against me in when we play online. And we 2 games yesterday, we had f3 e5. That happened. Yeah, this happened twice yesterday. Once I played bishop e6 and once I played bishop e7. I think that's just similar positions.
Thanks, Bonarici. Trying to understand. I don't want to spend too long delving into it, but like, there's some differences here. Eval's about the same. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. I just familiar with the knight going here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ben gives everyone a beatdown. He's too good. All right, our next game's from Deja Vu 2, who resubmitted his game from last week. He says, here's a 5-minute game featuring the Greco Gambit and the Giocco Piano. Okay, so we're going to see suspicious chess for sure. Like, he's going to play like king here and here.
Was it a 5-minute game?
Yeah, 5-0.
I think Arjun played the Evans Gambit today, and he lost.
That's not good. Yeah, that's an error. This king is still
Yeah,
in the
normally
center,
they
so-
take with the bishop on c3,
Yeah.
and then d5 is the main move. And then knight, yeah, bishop f6, rook e1, knight e7. This theory is older than me. Way older than me. I analyzed this once for the U.S. Championship,
Yeah.
and the game ended in a draw, but I was worse. My opponent knew everything.
You had white or black?
What's that? I was white.
You had white? Okay.
Yeah. I was lucky to draw. I had a novelty prepared from a Nakamura game where I think changes the evaluation. My opponent didn't do that.
Gotcha.
He played some of the better line.
Yeah, so this is starting to look like Morphe versus Morphe's opponent because the king's going to be stuck in the center and all of white's pieces are going to get active.
Yeah,
here.
white can play bishop a3 and stop black from castling.
Yeah.
Or you can play bishop f7 check. Also good.
Trying to decide if the idea is this or this.
I think it's queen b3.
Okay.
Although the engine says bishop g5. Which I guess still is queen b3. But bishop g5 first.
Well, likes knight.
Now knight g5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Stockfish,
Yeah.
Stockfish 18 came out yesterday.
I heard. I saw the news article. I'm excited. He did play knight g5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then queen f3. Yeah, slightly better for white, and now black's losing. Queen takes c7 is correct.
White's playing pretty well this game. No
Yeah.
deja vu too.
I mean, this just looks awful. Oh, okay. The engine doesn't like that, actually. It prefers knight e4 here. This is all tough, though, in my opinion.
Roof said Trump no longer interested in Stockfish now that it's 18. Truth hurts.
Listen, Roof May, we're trying to get through the stream here. I can't analyze chess games when you're just... Okay. Okay. Okay, so bishop a3 check inaccurate, but not a big deal. So d5 takes...
Who's playing d5 in a blitz game?
I don't know. This is the best way for black to defend. Okay, knight e6, knight e4 is good. Knight d6 is good. f4 is also good. It's pretty hard to stop. Yeah, he played f4 on the next turn. Says that's inaccurate because it wants to make use of this diagonal. Queen c2 check, king g8, rook a d1. And these pieces are not the best. Okay, f5. Prefers getting the last piece involved or bishop b2.
Never play f6.
Yeah, never play f6. Bishop b2 is
Knight
good.
on d6 is pretty nice.
It is. And this bishop is shallow and or pedantic. Yeah, just get the last piece involved here somehow. Or knight f5 piles on the pin piece. Yeah, very good. And then
Knight
black resigned.
f5. Black resigned in a blitz game? You gotta get your bishop and rook out, then resign.
Yeah. Says a5 is the best move.
Exclam.
With the idea here and then here, I guess. That was a good game. We didn't get to see any of the suspicious king walks or suspicious sacrifices that Deja Vu 2 usually sends us. Like, I was expecting the king to come over here by hand. After a5, it says knight e7. Why can't I take this? I can take it, but yeah, rook a6 is coming, I guess. It doesn't matter.
She was always doing that.
Yeah. It just never takes material. Well, I mean, you're removing a defender of g7, so okay. I understand knight e7. I just don't know who would play it. All right, next game is from Bonarici. He remembers 1993 because, you know, Bonarici was alive then. I remember in 1993 thinking, why did I play bishop g4 on move 17? That just trapped my bishop. I figured I lost through tactics. Today I look at this game and think, why is my knight moving backwards to b8 on move 9? Piece activity is more important than a doubled pawn. Today I think, why did I bother with queen c8 to trade off the light squared bishops when mine is good and his is bad? Today I think the tactics didn't lose me this game. I played a positional disaster piece. Okay, so this game was played 33 years ago. So probably the critique.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
back to the game. Okay, so see where it says result under Bonarici's name?
Yeah.
And then see where it says black resigns?
Yeah, yeah.
That I was looking at that, I'm like, wait a minute. I think it was 1-0 because he said I got crushed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Bonarici, did you win or lose? Can you confirm? Because the
Yeah, you wrote 0-1,
Yeah, yeah.
but we think you lost.
there are possible typos, and he even included a typo.
Typoed in there. That was good.
Is in fact a typos. Okay, so we gotta flip the board. So Bonarici, I don't know if you're just like demonstrating this game, you just want us to look at it, or if you actually want critiques, because you're probably not the same player you were 33 years ago. Probably. Knight bd2 is weird. It's fine. Yeah, white can seize the initiative with e4 here. Okay, so this is a very wood pushy kind of game where both sides just develop their pieces without a whole lot of thought behind it. Yeah, c3 is the best way to play for an advantage. It's fine. Yeah. Black's equalizing here. Okay, but he played bishop d7.
That seems a bit passive.
I agree. Yeah, d5 is good. And he played knight b8. Played knight b8 if this square isn't occupied by something, but here it's occupied by something, so I'm not sure where the knight's going. Okay, yeah, as Bonarici. Oh, Bortnik chess, rated with 162. Thanks, Bortnik. Hope you're doing well.
Hope you had a good stream. Can one of my moderators give a shout out to Bortnik?
Welcome, Raiders.
Thanks for giving a shout out. Shout out failed. Try again. I mean, it worked.
Shout out bot.
Tensor extension with the technical blunder. But somebody else already said it.
Yeah. So, as Bonarici stated, he wants to trade off light squared bishops. Best move here is rook e1, but not for the reason I would think. I thought if rook e1, bishop h3, you could play bishop h1. But that's the second best move. So, what do I know? Oh, he played rook e1. Okay, good. And then bishop h3, bishop h1. So I followed the game. I'm the Raider stuck at 2150, and Bortnick just said try harder. I mean, that's
Yeah,
good.
I
That's
agree
good
with
advice,
that.
yeah.
You should try harder.
Okay, he played bishop h3 to g4. So it's not clear what Bonarici's plan is. It's hard to play on the king side. Your pawn structure is pointed towards the queen side, so I'm interested in like trying to do something over there, but got some backward development here, so. Queen c2 gets out of this alignment. e6 challenging the center. But this pawn is now unprotected as a result of that pawn move, so knight c4 is being suggested. Should take with a queen here. Knight c4 is still being suggested. Yeah, e takes, and your as you pointed out, your bishop's almost trapped. You're gonna have to trade it off for this guy, it looks like. Can't play h3 though. Just take it.
I don't like c6 because the bishop's on h1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sit right with me.
Alignments. So the second best move here is e5, and are already highlighting this alignment. Played h3. Trying to think on my own why I can't take that. Oh, f3? But never play f3. I tell myself that pretty often. Like, I won't calculate f3 because never play f3.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh, we're following the game. I did that again, too. Yeah, e5, highlighting the alignment. So queen c6 was the losing move.
Yeah, I really don't like queen c6.
Mm-hmm. You didn't even mention queen c6 in your preamble, I don't think. You should have said, why did I play queen c6 lined up with the light squared bishop?
Thanks, Mango Locken, for gifting a sub to Bortnick
Wow.
Chess.
Mango Locken's feeling very generous. This is why I'm getting the game analyzed? Yeah, don't line your heavy pieces up with minor pieces. Alignments are like 95% of the reason tactics happen. 93.
He never got an alignment because his car's not worth that much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it.
Car probably needs an alignment.
Bonarici says, I don't need a tire rotation because they rotate when they're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
E takes d6 is winning for white.
Yeah, brakes are good on a
Lots
car.
of stuff going on here. Everything's pinned. And yeah, 93 is inaccurate, but he's trying to capitalize on this pin. Unfortunately, knight takes e3 hits the queen. So you're not really capitalizing on a pin. It's like, yeah, knight takes e3. Okay, bishop e3. And d5 was more precise. Block the diagonal and you defend this laterally. Okay, queen d7, e d6. Yeah, this is a tough position for black. And white's giving away most of their advantage now, not playing precisely. Knight c6 looks pretty natural, but f4's a problem. Wants you to play knight d7, knight b6 to kick the queen out.
Knight a5. Doesn't seem like a good square for the knight.
No. And unfortunately, queens can move away. knight trade. That looks pretty rough. Yep. Yep. And Bonarici resigned. King f8, knight h7 is awful. And that's also quite bad.
There's a cool line here the engine's giving. King g8, rook d8, rook d8, knight d8, king f8, bishop d6. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't have resigned. Here I might resign.
In a slow game?
Yeah, not in the final position.
Yeah, okay.
Here I might resign.
The worst move of the game was queen c6.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
And knight a5 was pretty bad.
Yeah, knight a5 is not good either.
That's a good lesson for all chess players, really, is just don't line your pieces up with your opponent's minor pieces. Alright, next game is from Starting Chess. 60 plus 30, I was black. Chess played perfectly is a draw, and the same holds true when Rufus and Doofus play it like in this case. I want to know how I could have fought for the win here, as we both felt like I was much better at some point. Also, if there was anything I could do in the endgame, despite the opposite colored bishops, to try and fight for the full point, besides not blundering a pawn for absolutely no reason, of course. Okay. So our hero's black, 60 plus 30, and this was played on chess.com. Gotta flip the board. Wouldn't commit your bishop behind the pawn chain so early. c5 looks good here. c6 not the best move. Takes castles. Play out a few more moves here. Yeah, the e-pawn is coming under tremendous pressure. And I think f6 allows knight f takes e5. Oh, there's also that. I didn't see that. Yeah, there's just a threat here. So bishop c7, rook e1. Yeah, bishop lined up with the unprotected knight. So I think if f6... Oh, it still doesn't want to play this. What am I missing?
Knight takes defensive.
Yeah, knight takes defensive. Yeah, okay. Got it. Okay. Castles. h3 is inaccurate. Now black does have the advantage. King h2. That's a weird move. Knight f8's fine. This knight isn't very good, so I wouldn't be looking to trade it off. Like, I like the knight here. The engine says g5 is the best move.
Wow.
Yeah, not immediately obvious to me, but this knight isn't very good, so I wouldn't be wanting to trade it for this knight. This knight was better than this knight, in my opinion. And then knight hf3 is very strange. Just trade off his bad knight. Yeah, this just looks really good for black. You have more space in the center. You have several pieces aiming at black's king.
Also known as white's king.
Oh, yeah. I can't talk.
But I was paying attention.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. F5 is very good. Bishop C7 is good. Don't want to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, this looks nice for black.
You keep letting white trade off their bad pieces for your good pieces. So, like, wants to go knight f6 here because this knight is poorly placed. And it's poorly placed because it blocks in this bishop. Bishop has no forward prospects with the knight in the way. There's also not a ton of good squares for this knight to go to. Yeah, so starting chess, assess your trades. Like, which knight is better, this one or this one? You still have an advantage here. You definitely have an advantage now. F3 is terrible.
Yeah, it looks awful.
That's not a good trade either. Bishop b6 I don't really understand too much.
Defends
Just defend the pawn.
C-pawn,
Yeah, that's it.
and then you can play c4 later.
Yeah, this isn't the best diagonal for the bishop with the pawn on f4, so yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, and as you pointed out, due to the opposite colored bishop situation, this game is dwindling towards equality. White's king feels a lot safer without a light squared bishop because of this pawn on f4. Queen on e1 defends this diagonal as well, so I'm not sure how you proceed here. Still better for black, but not as much. First rook d3. Okay. Yeah. Now the position's just completely equal because there's no attack against white's king. I did it again.
No, but you're right. There's no attack against black's king.
Yeah, that's true. Now there is an attack against white's king because white abandoned this diagonal. Can't get back to it now. Yeah, queen h4 is the way to press for an advantage. Yeah, you gotta keep the queens on. So, opposite colored bishop situations favor the attacking side. This bishop can't defend any dark squares, so you should keep your queen on. Queen h4 or queen h5 are preferred. And that keeps your attacking chances alive. So depending on what the time situation was, even then I wouldn't consider trading queens.
No.
It doesn't like king. Oh wait. Actually, now that it's looking at it, it prefers it. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I guess you can go win this pawn. I wonder if I let it sit for a while, it's going to announce it's a draw or say that black can't win. It looks like black's winning.
It's good for black.
Yeah.
I don't know if black's winning, but it's good for black.
Yeah, it's starting to go down. it's just the longer it thinks, the more it says it's a draw. There's just no way for black to get at these pawns or push this pawn through because he can't control the light squares. Starting chess said he hung a pawn, but I don't see where. Oh, that pawn.
Bam! Good timing.
Yeah, h6. I mean, it doesn't matter. Position's equal.
Mm-hmm.
Draw agreed.
Yeah, I think black should keep the queens on, try to attack.
I agree.
And black shouldn't give up as the two bishops.
Or the
knight on
the
E4.
Vatels, yeah.
Yeah, blundering your H-pawn didn't hurt you.
No, the position was already equal. PW Siegel. This game was frustrating. I got paired with an opponent who was 100 rating points lower. And the game started well. I had an edge in the opening, and I won an exchange in the middle game. But somehow they blockaded me, and I couldn't figure out how to get through. So eventually I blundered my way back to equality. I supposedly had a slight advantage in the endgame, but I don't really know why. And I was happy to escape the game with a draw. Okay, so the game ended in a draw. This looks like a 10-minute game. Okay. Starting chess, we just finished analyzing your game, unfortunately. Like right before you got here, we finished up. It's a Carol Khan. Hey, I play this with white. Maybe PW Siegel took inspiration from me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I wouldn't play h3 here. I would play
H.
c3 or bishop f4. h3 stops bishop g4 and allows bishop f4, bishop h2. So, h3 is okay. Just wouldn't play it. This seems inconsistent. If you play h3, it's to stabilize the knight on f3. So you can play knight f3 to defend this, but c3 is fine.
Yeah, E6 isn't good. You should play E5.
Yep. I'm just suggesting knight f3. And black has the two bishops for the isolated pawn.
E6 blocks in the bishop on
It
C8.
does. Is bishop f4 okay? I guess still bishop d6. I would think white would be happy to get rid of this bishop for this one. But Engine doesn't agree. Bishop e7 is incredibly passive. Bishop d6 is more active. Yeah, the longer the game's on, the more I like white, because white just has more space, and this bishop is not a good piece.
Hey, Felix. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, Felix. B4?
It's actually the top recommendation of the engine, but
Exclam.
b3 I guess hangs this. But then I have this. My instinct would be to play b3 because this looks like a good square for the knight. And this is tactically not available. Alignments. But okay, b4. That's not a good move. After DC, you give this bishop an open diagonal here. There's a knight here right now, but... yeah, DC kind of opens up the position for black. Knight b3 was preferred, and then hop into c5. Okay, takes. He took with the wrong pawn. That's fine.
H6. Wow. That seems to help white.
That gives white a hook. H4 G5. White just has everything here. Strong knight on E5, 2 bishops pointed at the king, pawn storm, queen nearby. And these pieces don't really attack anything. That reminds me of Smyslav Botvinnik, game 1 of the World Championship match. Smyslav traded a beautiful knight for not such a great bishop, but
Yeah, because he wins the exchange.
yeah. That's fair. Can you show how an attack would go there with h4 against the hook? Because seeing the queen and bishop battery, I'd be relatively scared of trying it. You mean here? You mean this battery? Because knight's kind
I think
of...
that's what he means.
Yeah. Knight's kind of in the way, right? Is there a move you're afraid of specifically? What happens if they move the knight somewhere? Like here? Just G5. I don't think you can take this twice because I have queen h5 coming. Yeah, queen h5 threatens this and this. Yeah. Back to the game. I went too far. Okay. PW Siegel says, how about knight e4 instead? Okay, so here. After h4, knight e4. Yeah, always sack the exchange. This is too much. Okay, here we go. We're back to the game. White's winning again. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Especially if queen e7 is the best move. Trying to see, okay, so this is the threat. Queen e7 allows this. So what if I go here? Same thing? Always play bishop f8? Oh, I'm gonna win it anyway. Yeah, okay. That's a lot of attack. Oop, pfft, not there. Okay, yeah, queen g2. I'm not sure I understand. I guess you... I don't know. You don't, I guess you don't want to go there. Do you want to go here? I got nothing. 5 is good. Yeah, here we should always play f6. Space Invader pawn. Opens up this diagonal as well. Wow. Queen f3 is inaccurate. After queen f6, we really like black. I guess this is annoying.
Yeah, white really missed his chance by not playing f6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Connected past pawns after I take this. Yeah, that's pretty strong. I just had to chew on the position, see what was going on, because it really prefers black here. Yeah, I guess white doesn't really have any attacking prospects. And after I take on c3, it's strong pawns. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, after queen d6, once again, just try f6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta open that bishop up in that file.
Yeah, so this f6 idea was missed by both players several times.
Queen e3? What are you, Bonarici?
You don't know why you missed f6 or bishop g5?
f6.
Okay. If they take with a bishop on f6, what do you do afterwards? You're going to have to let me know the position, because there were so many moments where f6 was the move. Yeah, this position is equal. Slightly prefers white, but these pawns kind of hem in the bishop. This is a strong connected passed pawn. White's passed pawn is blockaded. White's in control of the only open file and has the better king, but that's not going to come to bear anything, I don't think, because there's no entry points for the rook. They're all covered. It's hard for white to make progress now. Now the engine prefers white, but I still don't know if it's enough to win. The engine's attracted to this, and it says this is the move to stop that. But like, what if I do nothing? I guess there's not really a move to make progress. If I play here, I just want to play a nothing move, then king e5. Wow. It's like Zugzwang. I'm not seeing any good moves for black now. This has to defend this. This is blockading this. This can't move up. Impressive. Yeah, so after knight e4, bishop h5 check. King f8 wants to repeat once, but bishop f3. Okay, this is some weird finesse that the engine is attracted to that I'm not sure I understand. In fact, I definitely don't understand it. But okay. Bishop f3. Check. King G4 doesn't hit my eye, right? Prefer this.
Mm-hmm.
And then draw agreed. Draw by reputation.
Yeah, White can still play for an advantage with King F4 and try to play King E5.
Mm-hmm. Starting chess, what about Rook D8 trying to go Rook C8? Rook D8 in this position allows Rook E6. And this is an off-the-charts active rook. Swinging on in over here. Rook C8 to get behind the pawn, King E5. C3, Bishop C2 to blockade the passed pawn. And I don't see how black goes, I don't see how black goes forward now. Rook H8, Rook C6 to collect the pawn. Rook H2, Rook takes C3. And don't forget about this guy. That was a good game. All right. Let's look at the next one. You got it, PW Siegel. Next game is from me, but we can look at my games last. Sitbear has a repost from last week. Hitbear doesn't get much endgame practice. Usually by move 15, he either checkmates his opponent or he's dead lost. Okay, so it's NN versus Hitbear. And it's a rare Hitbear endgame, I guess. A gambit. Unsound gambit.
Declined.
Decline?
Mm-hmm.
D3?
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to transpose into a Stafford?
It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Best way to refute a gambit is to take it. But this is a very Hitbear-esque move. E5. Yeah, black's already equalized. Bishop G4. This is a textbook blunder, knight 6 D4.
Yeah, but it's Hitbear, so he's sacking a pawn.
Okay, yeah, for sure. C3. And Hitbear is just off the charts aggressive. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea, knight f6, knight g4, knight f6. Maybe after he played knight g4, he then started calculating knight takes f2, d2, and then this, but it doesn't do anything. h5. This looks like it's gonna get trapped. b4. You can't play bishop b6 because a5. And then after b5, you're disrupting the defense of e5 and d4. Knight g4. Okay, fishing pole ideas. Takes, knight moves, queen h4. This is a wild game. Nice move. Good.
G3 is the only move I would consider.
That's not inaccurate. That's interesting.
Yeah, but it's the only move I would consider.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't open the H file. Prefer short castle or a6. Yeah, okay. It's amazing that Hitbear even made it to an endgame. King d7, not rook e8. Okay. The best move here is very nice. It's an unprotected pieces kind of tactic. King f4 takes rook, king e3, forks the rooks. I think exclamation point question mark is interesting. I don't think it's inaccurate. And that was a custom notation. That wasn't a chess.com analysis notation. Yeah, king f4 would have been a nice find. But white never played f3. Darn. Whoops. Yeah, white should be able to win this with good technique. 2 extra pawns. Ah. This looks like... Oh, here. This looks like perpetual. I can't even run this way because this rook cuts off the second rank. Yeah, so c4 check would have held the draw. Is that what was played? Oh, he played that. No, he played here. This was analysis. Yeah, c4 check once again. You'd be tilted out of your mind if your opponent played that. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Rook g6. It's equal again. Position's still equal, but f6 starts to get complicated. The engine is recommending king takes rook, allowing this. I would be... at first glance, do you think black can hold this?
Yeah, because you can play rook c2, rook e2. Yeah. No, it's just easy draw. No, you don't move your king away from the pawn. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just keep your king next to the pawn. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Oof. Yeah, now f6 and you can't stop.
Yeah, rook takes e4 is not good.
King f6, rook a2. Is king takes still a draw? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. And resigns. Darn.
Yeah, that game makes Sitbear look like a genius compared to Hitbear. Yeah, that game wasn't good. If Bonarici does one of his things, it's going to be bad.
70 to 64. Actually, maybe White played better than 70. Although maybe not. I'm gonna say between 70 and 75, and then Black played between 60 and 65. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Although this for Black's cap score is quite generous, I think. But okay. Okay, so the next game is from. Oh, it's also a Hit Bear game. Hooray!
No, I don't think so.
Hit Bear served up one of his specialties. Interesting, his resume.
That's the previous game.
It says this week.
Oh, but that has like handles.
Hit Bear NN, and then is this even Hit Bear?
I don't know. Is Queen B4 played on move 17? It is.
Yeah. His worst move of the game was Queen B4 check.
Yeah, usually he writes Hit Bear NN. Here he
Yeah.
copied and pasted their names.
Okay. Got it.
What a blunder.
So our hero's Black again?
It is?
No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. I have a student that's done this on several occasions and doesn't listen. After E5, knight G8's the only move.
You should tell him to do that, then he won't listen. Then he'll do something else.
Yeah, tell him to do this. Okay.
Yeah, then I'll show him.
Yeah, Queen E7's inaccurate because after Queen E2 and the knight moves away, we have knight D5. Or D4. Yeah, D4 is a good move. Let's go and take that. Okay, knight F3. And then knight D5 winning.
Yeah.
Man, is that winning. Queen E6 allows a fork.
The engine says D takes D5.
This kid-
Not very human.
Yeah. Yeah, Queen E6 fork. Queen D7 discover check and knight C7. Brilliant move.
Go
Very
Hit
good.
Bear.
King D8. Or King D7. Man, Hit Bear's playing like God. Trying to understand the. Was he trying to rescue his knight? Maybe. I wouldn't want to trade queens here. Black's king's on D6.
Mm-hmm. You were praising his play. That's why he had to do it.
Yeah. Okay, but he did rescue the knight.
Mm-hmm.
White's just up a complete rook and a
Mm-hmm.
pawn. That's more material. And then Black resigned. Yeah, that was a good game. Queen B4 wasn't even a.
Yeah,
like,
Hit
it
Bear
wasn't even
played
terrible.
pretty well.
PW Siegel misses the days when people accepted the Vienna Gambit against him. Yeah, so here the move is D5, and it's not even close. Like, that's the only move. And after FE, knight E4, and this has been played, and I think this is played more often. After queen F3, the sharp F5 is the best move. I won't spend too long on this position, but does anyone know the best move for black here? It's very nice, it's very positional. Yeah, PW Siegel's correct because he plays the Vienna Gambit. Yeah, D4, very good. Alright, let's look at the next one. Okay, we already looked at that game, we already looked at that game. PW Siegel has another game. It's his Immortal game. Sure, I blundered a bunch of times, but it was all in service of the epic checkmate. We have a 10+5 game, and our hero is white. Okay, we have a modern. Now it's a Pierce. Does this opening have a name against the Pierce?
I just call it the Pierce.
Okay. Well, there's the main line that I know, and then there's the Austrian attack that I know. Those are the only two attack names that I know against the Pierce. But this is what I play with white. Bishop E3, F3. Queen D2 is good. One thing to keep in mind, if black's not going for this queenside expansion, you can play knight GE2. Because your knight's not going to get kicked away to E2 or to an inferior square. Okay, queenside castles is good. Doesn't that just hang a pawn?
Uh-huh.
Take, bishop takes. Oh, it does. Oh, E5. I saw this first. I didn't consider E5.
I think C5 is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the English attack against the Najdorf, or against, I don't know if it's called the English against the classical Sicilian. D5, no!
Against the classical Sicilian, it's called the Gus. Grandmaster
Oh,
Gus.
the Grandmaster Gus, yeah. PW Siegel, there's alignments here, so you can take this pawn. Always play D takes C5. That's fine. Ooh. I'll have to think. Not my strong suit. That's a really deep line. Wow.
Alignments.
Yeah. Does this remind you of Nepomniachtchi Caruana? I forgot what tournament it was, but Caruana played a dragon and he took on E4. It's pretty deep to sack your knight and then play bishop H8, I think. Like, usually follow up your sacrifices with a prophylactic move, but it's impressive.
Frankly Ridiculous subscribed. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Frankly Ridiculous. Okay, bishop A6.
Stop the game, it's too exciting.
Yeah. Queen
It's
H6
just up
is
a
over,
piece
yeah.
now. Whoa, bishop takes H6.
That's crazy.
There's a move I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah, that's the best move. Okay. Wow.
Always sack the exchange.
That's really good. I guess he wants to go here or here. I can't. I don't know if I see a difference. I guess here, F5. I don't know if that matters. Oh, this is losing. Really? King G7? No. Yeah, F5. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
What if I take it? Wow. Amazing. Yeah, Queen H6 and this and this. It's
And
really
like
nice.
Grandmaster Gus, after Rook G8, it takes and makes a rook.
Okay, he played Queen C3, but this was exclam. There it is. Yep. And the game is over. Oh, en passant mate! Yes! Well done. Brilliant. En passant mate.
That game wasn't the highest level.
But it...
Bonarici said best game of the stream.
What's up, Sit Bear? Just like in the game, Jan-Ludwig Hammer versus Magnus Carlsen. Okay, Jimster 12. A 3-0 blitz game that ended in a draw. I've never seen this bishop move in the Caro-Kann 2 knights attack. Wondering about my plans if I see the bishop move in future games. Thanks. Okay, I don't know. Hold on, he wrote it in the message. He's white, okay. It's a Caro-Kann 2 knights attack. Yeah, Queen E2 is correct. And the best move here is Knight B D7.
Mm-hmm. Best move for white.
Yeah, exactly. Or Bishop D7. Pick your favorite.
So I have a funny story.
Okay.
There's a kid in St. Louis who has a very bad stutter.
Mm-hmm.
When I say he has a very bad stutter, I can't stutter as long as him because you wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
But sometimes his stutter lasts 30 seconds. And he goes, for like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says what he wants to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, his name's Liam.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we showed that position.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what should white do? And he raises his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, okay, Liam. He goes, for like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes, Queen B5. Just kidding, Knight D6 mate. It was very funny after all the stuttering to make a joke.
Yeah.
We didn't expect a joke. Queen B5. Just kidding, Knight. So then Spencer and I, for like years, would just say, just kidding.
Yeah.
Like what would you play here? Like A4. Just kidding, Bishop G2 mate. Yeah.
That's great.
But I like the way he said Queen B5. That was...
Wait, Knight FD7 is also mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's so many ways to get mate. Okay, takes. Bishop E6, is this the move you've never seen before?
It must be.
Yeah, it looks okay. Bishop wants to go here.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sometimes they go Bishop E6. What are you going to do?
Yeah, Bishop takes F3 either wins a pawn or ruins white's pawns. The computer doesn't care which way you take. It prefers black.
Well, I'd take
better.
with the queen and get compensation. 2 bishops.
What else?
Looks like a Fort Knox French.
It does. I mean, you're playing fine against the opening, so
Yeah,
you
white's
didn't-
just slightly better. 2 bishops.
didn't really have any trouble,
Slightly more space.
yeah, getting an advantage against it. So, if you have questions, it looks like you've already answered them. Too passive. You kind of want black to take this, right? Because he's just coming in over here. It's a 3-minute game, so I don't care. But like, you don't really care if black takes that. You get the activity back. Also, I'll show it because it looks like it works. It's white's turn. So let's say we like go here. Takes here, here, and then I take it. Hooray! So always sack your pawns. Good job, Bonarichi. You saw it coming before I played it. Now the position's equal. So white no longer has a space advantage. Now white no longer has the 2 bishops, so it prefers black. So that wasn't good. Rook fd8's good. Playing for mate when there is no mate. Queen b3 slightly better.
Yeah, this looks like white has good drawing chances now.
Opposite colored bishops. What else? Draw agreed? Black should never agree to a draw here. Maybe somebody won on time.
No, I said it was a draw.
Oh, it was a draw? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote his names in the draw, and then you were like, "This isn't a PGN."
Yeah.
But he wrote the result.
Okay. I wish I had more information. Like, did they agree to a draw because they were both in time trouble, or did black offer a draw? And black can press this all day. Black has no losing chances. Okay, our next game is from Harpy Queen. The game was a conversion of a pawn up with a bit mistakes. How is Sassy Girl beating players that are like 500 rating points higher than her? Sassy
You gotta
Girl's-
beat somebody.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, time scramble, you both agreed to a draw? Got it.
Both agreed to a draw. Oh, the last game.
I know Sassy's pretty good, but why isn't she higher rated? What is F5? Yeah, white's better. Extra pawn, backward E pawn, weak king. But it's fine. Like, it's still playable for black, but barely.
That answered your question how they beat somebody higher rated, E4, F5.
E4, F5, yeah. I should have looked at the time control. Whatever.
It says 3-minute there.
Oh, it does. Okay, good. Thank you. This position is just unforgiving for
This
white
reminds me
moves.
of the last game because black has queen h2 check, which doesn't do anything. So
Oh, yeah,
white
you
can
play
just
queen
take
H2, yeah.
pieces and stuff. Oh wait, can't white play rook takes e6? Let's see what the engine says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says that's good.
Always play f3. Whoops. I don't have a lot to say. White's playing very well. No complaints at all. It's not the best move, but I think knight c4 or knight d7 forces resignation because I'm just going to pick up the queen for nothing. But yeah, that's what happened. Oh, this sassy girl's better than me. There it goes. Queen c1? This doesn't matter.
Probably a mouse slip.
Yeah. With 8 seconds left on the clock, very good. I'm gonna use the restroom. Be right back.
What's my favorite mobile game? I don't play mobile games. I guess chess. Yeah, I feel better. I'm more awake now because of my Adderall. Tardive dyskinesia still acts up a lot. I take medication for it, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, medications help a lot.
All right. Are we ready for the next game?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, it's me. Okay. All right. So the last games of the stream are from me. I don't remember this game. I submitted it last week.
League Chess
So-
AI level 5.
Yep. So we're just gonna see what happens. I played a Smith Mora. Okay. This transposes into an Alpin, a variation of the Alpin Sicilian. Like so. Oh, I know why I submitted this game. Okay, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, F5 is not good. Just have a backward pawn here. So let's go attack it. All right, chat. It's not the best move, but it's the most exciting. What would you play, chat? You would resign as white and go to bed? You wouldn't sack the exchange because you're a wuss? Bonarici knows the best game or the best move because he saw the game. Knight h4. Is there a bishop here?
Worst right answers.
Yeah, I know. We gotta check the YouTube chat too. Nope. Yeah, no one seeing it? Knight e5 doesn't occur to me as a bad move, but it's probably not best. Yeah, not really anything doing here. E6 sufficiently defended. Rook's under attack. Nobody in the chat got it. So, yet. I don't see anything. Somebody else on YouTube said knight e5. PW Siegel! Exclam. Rook takes b7. What on earth is the idea? I want to deflect away the defender of e6 so I can play rook takes, which hits the queen and opens up all sorts of discoveries. Silent tactic is correct. They're interchangeable, but if you have a choice between rook takes b7 and d5, which one would you play?
They'd probably play d5.
Really?
They would, yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, how do you not play this? It looks so good. You'd be too wussy? I didn't calculate very far. I just saw this and this and figured I was taking all of black's pieces. Also, it doesn't look like the queen has anywhere to go. Like, at all. After rook takes e6. But okay. Knight a5 is actually a pretty tricky defense. But, okay. Yeah, now we just hit the wrap it up button. This engine never resigns, so just go through the games quickly, or the moves quickly. There we go.
Yay.
GG.
Yeah,
Alright,
that was good.
The last game is also for me. I played this game last night. Very fun.
So you played the Smith Mora, but forgot you played the Smith Mora?
I did, because I never play it.
Yeah, but you did.
I did, yeah.
And you won, so
I did.
you want to know.
This was a 5+2 blitz game played with a very good friend of mine who's pretty good at chess. Rated around mid 1700s. And he always plays the win over French, but for some reason doesn't look further ahead than bishop takes c3. And I wish he would, because like you get better positions, but yeah, this game didn't last too long. Yeah, in this position he's already out of book, which is weird because the win over French is a very committal opening. Like, you're giving white more space and the two bishops. Yeah, queen g4 is like the main move in all positions, so... I do remember a slow game I played where my opponent tried this, and after queen g4 he played f5. I thought that was pretty creative, allowing the queen to defend laterally. I think I went on to win that game. Yeah, in this position my opponent played c4, which breaks the central tension and just gives white all the play against the king side. So queen g4. Opponent played g6 to defend, and then I just put it in h. That's true, Bonarici. g6 is bad, king f8 is better. Is it better after a4, bishop a3? Maybe. Okay, g6, h4. Opponent played knight e7, and I just play h5. Knight f5 is a blunder. I am very bad against the French, but I can't bring myself to play the exchange because life is too short for the exchange French. Yeah, okay. Pretty simple tactic, I think, chat, if you can find it. The name of the game is Alignments. Very good silent tactic. HG, queen g6. Yeah, the game went on a few more moves. Played king f8, and after rook takes h7, I went on to win. From now on, when anyone ever plays knight g4 knight g5, it's recommended by Hitbear. He didn't play a fishing pole in the second game. The second game, he just went like that. Just crushed. You never knew it was a fishing pole until Pat told you?
Will I be first for next Sunday? Well, you submit the games on Sunday, so you don't submit the games the week before. So if you submit it before Sit Bear, he's usually pretty quick.
I don't know all the names of everything, Bonarici. I call it the fishing pole because that's how I learned it. What is it? Oh, wait. White has to castle first. It's not good for black, but it's kind of trappy. I think that's all the games we have, Bonarici. We are out of
Uh-huh.
games. That was only 11.
Truth hurts.
Did I miss a game? 1, 2.
No, you did them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I did them all. You mean instead of Queen H4? Did you put it into the wrong channel? I'm confused. Mango Lockin, did you submit a game? Oh, you submitted the game after the cutoff.
Yeah, you can't submit a game while we're streaming. You have to submit it before the stream starts.
Yeah. If you get it in before 6 o'clock is the best time to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it looks like your PGN format might break. This doesn't look like the game is in PGN. Make sure your game's in proper PGN.
On Twitter, this person wrote, "Has anyone tried making edibles but without weed? Like virgin edibles or something?" And the person responded with, "Bitch, you mean food?" And the truth hurts.
What's next? I think we're going to end the stream.
Yeah, the stream's over.
Thanks for watching.
That's what's next.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys Tuesday.
I will
Thanks,
not-
Pat. It's Pat.
Thanks, Ben. Bye, everybody. We're going to raid somebody, probably. I assume.
Let's raid Elena.
Okay. There we go. Have a good night or a good bishop.
Yeah, you
Did I
can
spell
push
it?
it.
Okay, just making sure I spelled it right.